Okay, confession time. I spend way too much on craft tools. Please tell me I'm not the only one that does this. Anyways, needless to say, there are a lot of craft tools out there. Some are amazing, some are duds, and some are just going to collect dust. You'll use it once and that'll be that. So today I'm spilling the tea on 15 craft tools that I actually use all the time. If you've ever wondered, do I really need this tool? This is a video for you. So let's get ready to look behind my crafty curtains and get all my crafty tools secrets. And you'll be so surprised at my number one craft tool I use. Thanks, friends, so much for being here. Now let's get to that countdown. Okay, friends, coming in at number 15 craft tools that I always use. These cute little clips. These little sewing clips I use all the time. They are game changer. I get mine on Amazon. I've looked at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and they are crazy expensive. I went on Amazon and I got them for like under $10 for 100 of them. So let me show you how I use them. These clips are, I don't understand why they're so expensive at the craft store, but I got them for way less money at, I went on Amazon. So here it is. Let me show you how I use it. So normally if you were to do this with pins, this would be forever and it would be very difficult. So let me just show you. I have done these before, but when I do my little pot holder trays, I will do, look how much easier this is. If I were to do this with a pin, I mean, first of all, it's going to be really hard to get in there. And now it's not moving like it could or should. So there's that. And we open it back up. And look at, we can put the whole thing together. I love this. I love the little clips. I use it for mostly fabric stuff, but you could also use them for like little vices so that you can hold stuff together until the glue dries. So there's that. And see, then we just go back over. How fun is this? You've seen me do these before. They are so much fun, and these little clips just make it so much easier. Like I said, I got them on Amazon. You can get them at Michael's, but they are so much more expensive. And there we go. And then I can just either sew it, or I can go and glue it, or I can use like eyelets or whatever. So yay for these clips. Okay, coming in at number 14 craft tools that I always use. My Westcott metal ruler. This thing I have had for years. Got it at Walmart. Dirt cheap. But let me tell you, a metal ruler, so much better than a plastic or a wooden one. This isn't going to get, I mean, I suppose if you're really, really rough with it, it's going to ding up. But most of the time, I get a nice straight line. It stays nice and straight. Let me show you it in action. Love this. It's got some cork on the back. I love this thing. I've had it for years. Like I said, got it from Walmart. Let me show you why I like the metal ruler versus, say, one of the wooden ones or the plastic ones. First thing is, when you go to do any lines, so say I'm going to do a line on this, it's okay, but you get a little flex with it versus when you do, and again, I'm doing this on a nice plush situation. There's zero flex when it comes to this one. Now, the other thing that happens, and this is the real reason why I like this, is because when I go to cut on this, and say I'm using one of these, I'll go over accidentally, and I'll get it, and look, I just got chunks of it off, and now we don't have a clean edge. This one, clean edge every time. And look, I'm still getting the wood from the other one. So that's why I love this. The other reason why I like it is because I use this smooth edge. I'll use this part for when I make my notebooks. So metal ruler, love it. Okay, number 13 on tools that I always use in my craft room. my felt wrapped scrapers. I love these. They have one side that's nice and, you can scrape tags off with it, but the other side is super helpful for if you're using, if you want to smooth something out or if you don't want to scrape it. I got mine on Temu. Tell me in the comments, how do you pronounce that? Because I still to this day don't know. But anyways, you can get them on Amazon or you can make them yourself. They're super easy to make, but they were super cheap on that Temu, whatever site. But like I said, I use them all the time for making my notebooks. You know what? Let me just show you. These little scrapers, they are just wrapped with felt. That's all they are. They have a hard edge and then they have this edge. The reason why I love them is because this will not scrape against, this could possibly scratch. It also can get stuck on the little imperfections in your paper or whatever. This slides over a little bit easier. Let me show you. I just have this. This is just printable vinyl that I had printed this little, I'm just gonna make a bookmark, and this is just a scrap piece of cutting mat from Dollar Tree. So here we go. Okay, you ready? So this is how I do it. I'm going to take the backer off and I'm going to just fold it down a bit. Now I'm not worried so much about how straight this is going on because I'm going to be trimming it up. So I'm just going to put this down and then I'm going to use this and we're just going to follow it. And it's not scraping the top of this. That's the other thing. You could potentially scrape off your design or whatever if you're using just harsh plastic with it. So there's that, and ta-da. I love this thing. All right, coming in at number 12 of tools I always use in my craft room, my Fiskars wire cutters. I use these all the time. They work so, and they're really easy. They're spring loaded. I got mine at Michael's because I had a coupon, but I think you can get them on Amazon. You can get them at Hobby Lobby, at Walmart, all sorts of places. Let me show you them in action because they're pretty amazing. They cut through plastic like the zip tie. Say you're doing a project and you have excess zip tie that you need to cut off. Easy. Goes through so nice. Now here, I'll just show you. We'll go through this one. Yup. Sometimes you have to cut it just a couple times. But I love it because, and then just to show you, say you wanted to do the little one. Easy. And then these little tiny ones, like butter, like zero issue. Love this thing. Got mine at Michael's, but you can get this probably at Walmart or almost anywhere that sells Fiskars stuff. Something else I use these wire cutters for is when I do my pens. See how you have a flat side and you have the other part so take the flat part and put it against the pen and see how it's attached right there. We're just gonna boop and ta-da. All right, number 11 on my always use list of tools for my craft room. And you ask me about this all the time. My Gator sanders. Yes, I know mine are a little rough, but I use these all the time. I got mine at Walmart. You can get them on Amazon and other places, but the cool thing about them is it's like foam. It's like squishy, so it's not so challenging to hold it and to keep a good grip on it. These sanders I got, again, same place, Walmart, and they're held on with Velcro. So see, you just pull them off and you put a new one on. And they have this little tiny one, works like a dream. Again, Velcro on this one as well. And if you get into a real pinch like I did once, you can actually just cut down a bigger sander and just put it on here. I've also heard that you can get the replacement sanders with the like Velcro backing. You can get that on Amazon. Let me just show you how awesome they are to use. Again, it's squishy on top, so you can really get a hold of it and you don't have to worry about it, like the really hard plastic ones. I tend to drop them. Like it kind of rolls out of my hand. These ones I haven't had a problem. So, and obviously it's a sander, so you know how a sander works, right? Easy. And then you have the little one. I love this sander set. So cool. And again, got it at Walmart. Number 10 on my list of tools I always use in my craft room, my little Fiskars Precision Easy Scissors. They are spring-loaded. See, they spring-loaded, super sharp, super precise. Love them. I got mine at Michael's, but you can get them on Amazon or anywhere that sells Fiskars. I use mine mostly for making felt flowers. It is a game changer. Let me show you how I did that. Now, not only are they super sharp and they're little so that you're going to get a little bit of a finer detail, but the comfort one, let me tell you, if I'm using my other scissors, I always get a blister on my thumb. This one, I don't get a blister. And let me just show you, when you're doing a felt flower, this is how I would do it. And look, it is just snip, snip, and I go snipping all the way down. And look at how easy. This, I'm telling you, it makes your life so much easier. So see how I did little snips all the way down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just roll it on itself. And it's going to make a pretty little flower. All right, coming in at number 9 of tools I always use, the Cricut craft knife. Listen, this thing is so helpful. It's got a nice grip on it. I got mine at Michael's, obviously, because I had a coupon. But it has a lock on the bottom where you can unlock it and you can change the blades. It comes with extra blades. It is one of my favorites. Let me show you how I use it. Okay, this craft knife. Yes, it's dirty because I use it all the time. It's a Cricut craft knife. You can change out the blades. I love that it comes in this little container and it is so easy. And it's, listen, if you are like me and you're prone to, let's just say you're accident prone, this is one level removed so you don't have to worry. So, okay, so we're going to unlock it and then remove. It's just going to pop right out. Press this down, press this on. Ta-da! I mean, come on. So easy. You can dispose of the old blade or you can hold on to it because, God forbid, I throw anything away. It's fine. All right, let me show you how awesome it is. So here I have this, what's it called? Bookmark. And you'll see I have this piece of chopping mat underneath it and we're going to go, and we're just going to cut all of it. Ta-da. Cricut craft knife. Love this tool. Okay, friends, coming in at number 8 of craft tools I always use. It's so crazy. I use this. It's a USB nail drill. I know nail techs use them, but they make great sanders if you need to get into intricate places, or if you use them like I do, which I use them to make pens so I can sand down all the little nubbies that are on it. I love it. I got mine on Amazon, but you can get them at a beauty supply store. It comes, and this is the whole kit. It comes little precision tips. It comes with sanders, the wand. It comes with a USB thing. It is a game changer, especially if you're doing a lot of those gel pens. And let me show you how I use it. Okay, this is my USB nail drill. I use this all the time for doing pens. Let me show you how it comes with a little USB thing. It has the on-off switch and the speed. It has all the different sanders. We're going to just put this together. It's so easy too. We'll get this out, and I suppose we're just going to use a little sander for right now. But all of these are little sanders too, like this one you could put in, and if you have a really tiny little crevice that you need to get in, all of these would work beautifully. And then we'll put this, and this just goes in here. Ta-da! And you just have to really let it get in there. Okay, it's all plugged in. Turn it on. And it has a reverse and a forward. And you can go slower. You can go higher. And this is how I use it. I turn it all the way up for this. See all of these little nubbies on the pen? I could be here sanding all day long with my Gator sander and it would be fine, but that just took that nub right off. How fast was that? If you want to use it for sanding stuff, you certainly can. Check it out. Anyways, one of my favorite tools. Okay, number 7 on the list. My favorite, by far, hands down, favorite tool. I know it's number 7 on the list. You'd think it'd be number 1, but number 1 is a super surprise. But anyways, my favorite, it's the Crocodile. I have used these. It is the best purchase by far. I love this thing. Both of them. I use both of them. I use this one more frequently though. This one, it has 2 different size holes that you can punch. It has an eyelet setter. I got mine at Michael's, but you can get them on Amazon, or if you want, I have an affiliate link where you can go to American Crafts and get them that way. And I get a little something for my troubles. Anyways, these are amazing. They cut through metal, wood, fabric, you name it. It's amazing. So this one is great, but I also use this one. Same process, has eyelet setter, has 2 different hole punches. The nice thing about this is if you're doing something like a pizza pan and you need to get into the center of it, this is going to be your thing. This one, great for doing edges, great on a pizza pan. Also, if you're doing a handle. You know what? Let me show you how I use it. Mason jar lid. And see how it only goes in so far, right? So if you wanted something in the very center, you're not going to get there with this because see that little nub? But you would get there with this. You could absolutely do it with this one because you could get right in there. So, but let me just prove to you it goes through metal. We'll do a bigger hole just so you can see it. So it'll go through the lid so easily. Easy, easy. So does this one. And we'll do it in the center so you can see. I'm not making it up. Ta-da. Awesome, right? It also goes through wood. Say you wanted that a little bit bigger. Easy. Yes. Awesome, right? It's hard when there's a curve in it, but goes through. Perfect. I use it all the time with pizza pans. For these though, if you're going to use it on a pizza pan, you want to turn this upside down and do it this way. And the reason why is just the curve of it. There you go. And we can do 2 of them. And now you've got a hanger. Now you can put jute in it. And now you have a hanger that's not going to pop off because of glue. Love this. And yes, if you wanted to, you could use it for on this chipboard. Like it's pretty thick. It's probably, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch. I'll just do one on the edge. I mean, it goes through so easy. So does this one. Don't worry. Let me show you. So easy. Love this. Now, the other cool thing about this is not only is it a cutter, but it is also an eyelet setter. So let me show you. Earlier, I had made this little cute bookmark. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to set an eyelet in it. So all I'm going to do is I'm using the smaller one. Center it-ish. We've got a little hole. And I've got these cute little eyelets. I got them years ago. Let's see what color would be good. Let's do the orange one. I think the orange one would be nice. And it's a little leaf. Isn't that cute? So then all you're going to do is put your eyelet in. And then, see on the bottom, you have, and you want to make sure that you pick, this is a smaller one, so you want to pick the one that is the size for your eyelet. And then, oops, rogue eyelet. Get that on there. Put your, and then squeeze. So cute. And it's on there. Adorbs.
Okay, number 6 on my list of tools I always use in my craft room. It's a cheapo little glue gun, but it has a precision tip. Listen, you're not going to judge me because it's really dirty. I use it to the glory of God, but it is really, she's been through some stuff. Let's just say that. No judgment. But see how it has that precision tip? The reason why I love it is because sometimes, especially if I'm doing felt flowers, you have got to, because the other glue guns that I love, and I will show you, they rank on the list as well, but this one helps me get a nice thin line and I'm not getting big gobs of glue everywhere. I got this one, I think I got this one at Joann Fabrics when she was still around, but you can get them at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, you can get them on Amazon, all the things. Precision tip.
So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little line of glue. And I can be it's so much easier than my Ryobi. I'll show you the difference between them in a minute, but I do that and then we'll take it, we'll fold it in half. And then I'll make a little flower out of this. It isn't super, super hot either. That's the other thing that's nice, is that it'll set very quickly versus the other ones that I have, which will not. See how I did little snips all the way down. What I'm going to do is just add some glue. And we will get it. I only go halfway because this glue gun, as I mentioned before, it dries super fast comparatively to my Ryobi, which is hotter than the sun, and it takes a hot minute to set up. And we're going to do the rest here. And just keep going all the way around. Do you see how fast that was? Oh my goodness. And then we've got that, and then look, oh, it's a little felt flower. It's like a little mum. Yay!
Okay, coming in at number, what are we at? We're at number 5. Number 5, staying on the glue gun train, my cordless glue guns from Ryobi. Now, this one is the regular one, and I also have the mini. Both cordless, both used for 2 different things. This one, if I'm doing a lot and I need a lot of glue, this one is great. This one is great if we're doing smaller things. Downside of this one, this joker doesn't stay seated in the little cradle. So I have to put a little block there to keep it so that it does its thing. The other thing is they're a little bit on the pricier side, especially if you don't already have one of the batteries. But if you have one of the batteries already, so good. Let me show you the differences and how I use them.
This one you can get precision tips for, you can buy extra, but let me just show you the difference in, so this one obviously uses a mini stick, smaller. This big one uses the bigger. So I'll just show you. Ta-da. The other thing is these hotter than the sun, like hot lava. Be very mindful when you're using these. I can't even tell you how hot it is. It's not like a regular glue gun. Let me just say that. So let me just show you the difference in size. So when I'm doing this, this is the mini. Here is the, if I was doing this one. And then, remember earlier I showed you my mini glue gun with the precision tip. You see the difference between them? So huge. So if I'm doing like a huge project, one that requires a lot of glue, like say I'm going and doing a pizza pan wreath, I probably am going to use the big one. But the mini is this one, and I use that one most of the time. But then again, this little tiny one I would use for things that I need to dry quickly and I need more precision, such as when I'm doing my felt flowers, which I showed you earlier. When I'm doing my felt flowers, absolutely one of these is so much easier. These two jokers will take forever to set up, and it'll be way hot. So I got both of my Ryobi glue guns at Home Depot. You can get them elsewhere, I think, but Home Depot is where I got mine. I think you could even get them on Amazon now. So there you go.
Okay, coming in at number 4. All right, I don't use it all the time, but I love it so much. It's the little We Are Memory Keeper button press. I love this thing. All right, I'll show you how to use it. Hold on. I'm not going to give a full thing, but I will show you what you can make with it. So
I got mine at Michael's, but you can get it through the affiliate link that I have listed in the description. Now today I'm going to be making some buttons. I printed some little images that I made in Canva. It's Be Salty, Stay Lit. I love that. And then I also have some, I saw that. They're super fun. They're just on cardstock. One is colored cardstock. The other is just white. Ta-da! Look how cute it is. Be salty, stay lit. Look how cute.
we are down to the last 3 tools that I just love. And here's number 3, a heat gun. I love this thing. I use it almost every single time I craft. I use it to help dry the paint or the glue, but you can also use it if you want to do embossing and you get embossing powder. You can use this. I got mine at Michael's, but you can get anywhere. Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Amazon, and they're not stupid expensive either. And I love it.
Okay, up next is my heat gun. I love this thing. I use it all the time. I mainly use it to dry glue and paint. But the main reason why most people get these is to emboss stuff, and it's so much fun. I rarely do it, but let me show you how you can emboss. So what I'm going to do is I have a rubber stamp. I have some, it's clear ink. So just use your stamp pad and go over your rubber stamp. Stamp our paper. And again, this is just a regular piece of paper, cardstock. You want to make sure you press so that you can really get your rubber stamp on there and you can see it. Then I have some embossing powder. This is just a black one. I got it from Michael's. And I'm just going to sprinkle it on. I do it like I do glitter. And then we're just going to get it all over. Okay, I just put it on a piece of cork. Now we got our heat gun. And here it is embossed, and you can see that it is raised and awesome. It is so awesome. You want to let it dry, let it cool off, because obviously you just used it. But see how it's all textured? I love it. It's so cool. It's so cool. So that's yet another way you can use a heat gun.
Okay, number 2 on my list of tools I absolutely love for crafting. I love this one. It is the multi-cinch binding system. Oh, it is so awesome. I can't wait to show you all of the pretty things you can make with it. It is so much fun. So much fun.
Okay, and so, cinch machine. Yeah. No box. What? Look at this. And yes, we printed on our awesome printer. Look at how cute this is. And then we did this notebook. I did one for content creation, and check this out. We can put this joker back here. And now we have a full notebook. I now can take notes, and I have my notebook back here. I have all my content, and I have all of my tabs so that I can find stuff. What? Yes, I love it. So yes, that is one item in my tool chest that I will always keep, and that is the cinch binder. Yay!
Okay, and the number 1 thing I use for my crafting And it's going to be a surprise, I know, but it's my printer. I love my Epson Eco Tank. I think I put ink in it maybe once a year, and I print a lot. This is what I use to make my stickers and the notebooks and the pen wraps and so many fun things. I got mine at Target. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them, I think, almost anywhere, but Target is where I got mine, and I love it. Love it.
I'm telling you right now, I use this joker for so much. And many people have asked. It is an Eco Tank ET4800. So it's an Epson ET4800. It's an Eco Tank. So that means that right here you load the ink. What one of the ink bottles would look like. Whatever ink corresponds to the color, you would just take the lid off, pop it on, pop it in there, and let it fill. I fill this maybe once a year. And you can see the levels here. I print all the time. It's amazing. Let me show you. We're going to print something now. Made stickers on this. I use this for my notebooks. Print then cut items for a Cricut. Love it. Love it. And it is Wi-Fi. I got mine at Target. One of the best ever.
Well, there you have it. 15 of my absolute favorite tools that I use in my crafting room that make my life so much easier and make me so happy. Let me know in the comments, though. 1, what was your favorite tool that I listed? And 2, did I leave a tool out that you love? Because I do love me some tools. Anyways, friends. Oh, and don't forget, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and the bell notification so you don't miss any of the Crazy Pants DIY fun. Thanks, friends, so much for joining me. Until next time.